Everyone, welcome back to Howtechs. Today we're going to show you how to change the ringtone on an iPhone 14 Pro Max. There's a few places where ringtones can be set in this phone, so we're going to go through most of them, I hope. So first of all, you have the main one, which is if you go to settings and you look for sound and haptics. That allows you to set not just the ringtone and the ring, in this case the volume, but you can also set things like text tones, voicemail tones, new email notification sounds, etc. So let's focus on ringtones first. And you can see here that you have kind of the standard built-in ones, and you also have the classic ones. So let's just see. All kinds of options, right? But under classic, you have all the old school iPhone ones, like, if you guys remember these. Yeah, that's a classic, right? Xylophone. So if you want to go old school, you've got those options. If you want the new fancier ones, you've got these options. You can also now, and you can stop it by clicking one more time. You can also now go to the tone store, which I don't have set up, but basically, yeah, it will let you go through iTunes and actually buy additional ringtones. So we'll skip that for today. And then you can also set your vibration tone. And so this is interesting because there's a bunch of different ones. So I'll take it off the pad so you can hear it through the table. So there's these kind of default ones. You can also create your own, which is basically like setting the rhythm. So let's play that back. I don't know if you can hear that or not. So yeah, so that's like your ringtone, and you can say test. And so you could have that. So if your favorite, I don't know, favorite drum beat or favorite bass line or whatever, you can pick that. And then you can also have no vibration tone as well. So let's leave it as our, I guess that's our custom one, and our, let's do that, ringtone. So let's stop that. And then you can also actually pick the alert tones as your ringtone too. So these are much shorter, obviously, because they're like notification sounds. But you can also hear, I think you can hear as I'm doing it, my vibration tone is actually also playing. So maybe set the vibration tone after you've set the alert sound. So that's that. You can also adjust your alert volume here. And you can also allow you to change it with the buttons, which is these side buttons, to change the ringtone, not just the like playback volume. So those are the main ringtone, text tone, voicemail. It's all basically the same. I think you can pick the alert tones here. You can't pick a ringtone as your, oh, I guess you can pick a ringtone as your email sound too. That might be kind of annoying. And then you can also set things like allowing the keyboard to have typing sounds and things like that. And then also like have it vibrate when you type on the keyboard, not just make a sound. That's if you have the mute turned off. So yeah, there's a lot of these different options here that you can go through. So that's to set the default ringtone for the phone. So now you can have dual SIM on the iPhone 14 Pro and Pro Max, and even the regular one, with the eSIM, or in this case it's actually a dual physical SIM. iOS does not allow you to pick a different ringtone for each phone line, I believe. It's not an option, at least on the 13, which I have 2 cards in right now. That's one of the things on Android and other older OSs, allowed you to tell immediately from the ringtone which line was getting a call. What you can do though is on this phone, on any phone, you can actually set a custom ringtone for each contact that's calling you. So in this case, we're going to go to our contact list, which you can see here under the phone. You can see contacts, or you can actually go to the address book, which is called contacts. And in this case, we only have one contact. But if I click on this guy, I can actually see my ringtone and also vibration tone set for this specific person. So if, in this case, if Joe Blow Jr. calls me, it'll play this ringtone and it'll have this vibration tone. So that's actually really useful. So for example, if your significant other or your kids or your boss is calling you, you can tell immediately from the ringtone that it's that specific person. So like I do this for very important people that I might not want to ignore. And if it's a generic one, I don't know if it's a spam call or if it's actually kind of a person that I might know, but it's not an important person. So that's really cool because even with the vibration tone, you'll know, even if the phone's on silent in your pocket, like, oh, this is not a normal call. This is a specific pattern for someone important, like my wife or whatever. Anyway, so that's how you can set it there. So just, go in and set it, and you can set it for each individual person as well. So that's the basics for changing the ringtone on an iPhone 14 Pro, Pro Max, and regular 14. Any questions or comments, leave them down below. See you guys next time. Bye. Everyone, welcome back to Howtechs. Today I have a deep purple iPhone 14 Pro, and in today's video we're going to show you how to insert and remove a physical SIM. So before we start...